I don't know any barbecue places. Sorry.
Do you have one smoker at your house?
It's kind of a pretty good microwave. Yeah. All right. Right where you guys are.
Klint, y'all had 24 points last week, but overall, the last two games, you haven't been as productive as the first two. Can you zero in on the primary factors for that disparity?
Yeah, I think there was good growth in that last week from the week before. You know, the turnover takes points off the board, which is a critical piece. So that's one thing we're definitely focusing on this week.
Obviously, there is, just like next man up happens all the time in the NFL, but is what you guys are experiencing on the interior offensive line these last couple weeks particularly unique?
No, it's the game. It's football. It's part of the job, and it's part of the reason guys make a career for themselves when they step up and get an opportunity like this. So it's unfortunate, but that's what we're built for, and that's the game. So excited for the guys that get an opportunity to play, and excited to get our other guys healthy and get them back. So we just got to rally around them and everyone do their job and not worry about that. That'll take care of itself.
Klint, from your perspective as a play caller, how tough is it figuring out what you have in Kendre, considering, I mean, he hasn't been on the field for much of the time?
Yeah, I look forward to getting to see more of him the next couple of weeks. You know, it's, I think, 2 practices in, but really excited about getting him back on the field. I remember watching him play in college, and what a tremendous player he was. So, but he's still, you know, he's really new to getting back into football shape, and he's doing a great job.
What do you make of your center situation? You guys added Connor McGovern. Just what does he bring to that group?
Veteran player, very familiar with Connor. Played a lot of football in this league. Very familiar with you know, our style, our scheme, our verbiage. So I think if he gets an opportunity, I think he'll do a great job.
It seems the offense doesn't have the same spark when Taysom Hill isn't in. Is there something different that you're seeing, or what is the defense doing differently when he's not in the game?
Yeah, you know, he's one of our best players, so we'll miss him when he's not available. But other guys got to step up, and you know, we got plenty of guys that can do it. And again, that's an opportunity for Jawan. It's an opportunity for Holker. It's an opportunity, you know, for 4-6. So no excuses on our part. Other guys got to step up, and that's what this league's all about.
And how much is sharing the wealth a point of emphasis? The first 2 weeks, y'all really were able to get the ball to some of those other guys, but the last 2 weeks, it really has been more of the big three of Chris Olave, Shaheed, and Alvin Kamara. Yeah,
and proud of those guys for making the plays that have come to them. And we're just going to have the quarterback go through his progression, throw it to the guy that's open, and as a staff, it's something you focus on, trying to get more guys involved, but the game unfolds the way it unfolds.
Alvin's, like you said, Chad's been kind of a career high. Would you like to lighten his workload?
Not really, no. I think he's a stud, and love to get him as much touches as possible. And as he keeps making the plays he's making, you really don't want to get him off the field.
Is there like?
And to answer your question, I am being a little smart aleck, I guess here. Yes, we need to be smarter about, you know, when to give him a blow every now and again. But in close games, he doesn't want to come out of the game, and we don't want to take him out of the game. So that's just the kind of player that he is. That's why he is where he's at.
Klint, when you were making putting the staff together this offseason, what drew you to JB and Rick Dennison, and like how have you seen their performance getting this line to play despite all the injuries?
Well, I had a previous working relationship with Rick, and honestly, that was one of the big things when I was able to come here is Coach Allen allowing us to get Rick Dennison signed, and what a huge piece that has been to our offense. And I see Coach Dennison as another offensive coordinator that should be up here talking to you guys every week, because he's that important to what we do in our game planning. And Coach Benton, knowing him, not working with him, but knowing him from before, I heard good things about him, but it's been an even more impressive part is being around him and see how he game plans and how he interacts with the players and the way he talks to the guys and the meetings that he runs are so impressive, which you guys can see him teach. He's a really good teacher, and really happy to have both those guys.
Do you think they're kind of part of the reason why y'all have been able to still have some offensive success even without Eric and Caesar and others?
Definitely. Yeah, those guys are key cogs in the wheel. And, I know guys that don't get this credit as much too is, guys like Derek Foster and Clancy Barone, other key pieces of our run game as well.
What makes John Benton a good teacher? Like, you've been around a lot of coaches. What makes someone a good teacher and a parent?
Well, he's played the position. He's got the experience. He's articulate. He's to the point. He knows what he wants. He knows how to articulate to the players and knows how to give them the reps in practice they need to prepare themselves. But just overall, a good person with a lot of knowledge that knows how to deliver his message accurately, and he does a great job of that every week.
While it's next man up, how much are you changing the scheme or what you're trying to game plan that week based off of the injuries that you had?
Yeah, it's just part of the job is always kind of trying to get the guys involved to move the football, and it's just things that you can kind of go back to what you've done in training camp, what you've done in the spring, maybe some things you haven't shown on film yet, but you have a lot of banked reps on that we can maximize going forward. So it's just part of making adjustments as a coach, part of our job.
Kansas City has a top 10 scoring defense, and they've been really good on defense for the last few years. What allows them to have so much success?
Well, I think it always starts with they're a really well-coached group. They have excellent personnel. They're sound. They play hard. They swarm to the ball. They tackle. I think anything you can say about an elite defense, they have it. So it's definitely something that we got our work cut out for us this week, and looking forward to the challenge.
And they're also top 10 in rush defense. How much is that because of Chris Jones being there?
Yeah, he starts with him. You got to know where he's at on every play. Tremendous player, run and pass. A guy we have a lot of respect for.
Chris Jones is one of those guys that moves around a bit on the line a good bit. Y'all did with it with Micah Parsons earlier in the year. How much is that a bit of a parallel when it comes to preparing for Micah and preparing for Chris Jones?
Yeah, similar. A lot different when it's an interior player, but very similar. Just knowing where he's at on every play.
And what's the emphasis been like, just working about the crowd and the noise and everything? Just how loud it is?
Yeah, well, the great news is, I think DA gets us really prepared for that here as far as piping the crowd noise in and making it as loud as we can make it. You don't ever truly get to appreciate Arrowhead till you're there. So it's one of the coolest places to play in the NFL. With the atmosphere, the fans, the environment, and it's going to be loud, but that's one of the reasons you play. It's fun. It's a great environment.
You guys released A.T. Perry. Was there something that he didn't take that next step or make that progress from a year ago? You guys?
I'd let DA touch on that, but it's always when you have injuries and you got to bring guys up, then it's unfortunately a negative for somebody else. Thanks, guys.